What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So the topic that we're going to talk about today is in regards to us approaching the end of days. The one thing you have to understand is that the world that we're living in, we are living in very, very demonic times, where you have a lot of demonic spirits that are coming in the form of human beings that are trying to attack you. You have certain things that the world government, right, certain agendas that the world government is pushing in order to be able to control human beings through certain boosters and other injections that they want you to put in your body. We got to be careful of everything that is going on in this world. Everything that is going on in this world is meant to distract you, is meant to destroy you, is meant to keep you controlled by Satan and his demonic forces in the form of the world government. You have to be careful, right? We live in a world now where when you speak the truth, you are called a conspiracy theorist. When you speak the real, you are called a conspiracy theorist. You are called someone who is sick, someone who should be censored, right? Not even called, but like you're basically censored by the people that you live with, right? When you speak the truth, because they don't want to hear the truth, because they've been programmed by the world government. They've been programmed by Satan and his demonic forces in order to be able to control everybody in this world. Only the woke ones on this channel, the woke family, understand what I'm talking about. We cannot continue to live in this demonic world. We cannot allow the demons to control us, to continue to make us into people that we know we're not meant to be. This is why this is time for you right now to become woke. This is time for you to see the world for the way it truly is and accept it for what it really is, right? We are living in demonic times. We're living at the end of days. People are participating in acts that are going to get them exiled. People are doing things that are going to get them killed. People are doing a whole bunch of weird things, right? Things that are outside of the norm of what God wants you to be, of what God wants you to do, in order for you to become the greatest version of yourself, and are participating in activities that are only going to drag them down even further. This is the time for you to really become spiritual, grow in your spirituality with the Most High, figure out what He wants you to do in this life and accomplish it. Grow mentally in your thought processes, grow emotionally, grow financially, and grow physically. Forget about everything that is happening outside of your body. Focus on that spiritual aspect so every other part of your life can improve. If you put spiritual number one and focus on your relationship with Jesus Christ, with God, you're going to grow. You're going to grow as a human being, right? A lot of people focus on things that are not going to help them to progress in life, that are not going to help them to move forward, and then they wonder why they remain the same. You remain the same because you participate in activities that are going to help you to remain the same, right? We live in a world right now when, like I said, you speak the truth, you're called a conspiracy theorist, and people turn their back against you. Look at what's going on right now in the world with Kyrie Irving, right? One of the wokest, if not the most woke NBA player right now is going through his trials and tribulations because he feels like he's being exiled by everybody because he chooses to not get nated. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not going to say the word because you already know what's going to happen. We don't want to get censored or taken down, but that's basically what's going on right now, right? If you choose that you want to be against it, or if you choose that you don't want to take it at all, you're censored. You're canceled. You're exiled. For what? When you decide that you do not want to be like the rest of the masses who are being told what to do, when you've made that decision to choose that you do not want to do what everybody else is doing, because if you decide to do what everybody else is doing, basically everybody else is being led by Satan and his demonic forces, you're going to go down that same hole. Through the world government, to control you, to manipulate you mentally. They don't want you to see the truth for what it is, but they want you to fall into the trap. They want you to take the okie doke, right? You have to be able to see the things for the way they truly are. It is what it is, but you cannot allow yourself to be blind to everything that is going on in this matrix. He said, I'm not going for it. Let me repeat that again. He said, I'm not going for it. And I'm going to stand on that as a man, no matter who's with me or who's against me. The thing is that we as woke ones, we understand what he's going through. We understand through the trials and tribulations, because the thing is that when you speak the truth, When you give your stance, even though it is unpopular by society, you get exiled. You get censored. You get offed, for lack of a better term. Right? That's not okay. But you have to understand that when you make a statement, when you state your opinion, you need to stand on it as a man. All you have in this world is your word, especially as a man. Especially as a man, you have your word. If you can't stand by your word, what's the point? What's the point? Right? Everybody's trying to turn against him, making it seem like, oh, you're going to lose a lot of money. Yes, there's going to be money that's going to be left on the table, but money is not everything. What is the point of having money when you can't even use it to do the things that you need to do? Because the thing is that, especially with the mandates that are out in New York, San Francisco, I think Los Angeles might be another place, Toronto might be another place. There's going to get to a point where all of those mandates are going to start affecting everywhere at least in the West. It's going to eventually end up transitioning to the world. But the thing you have to understand is that the reason it's going to affect the West more is because there's a lot more first world countries. Therefore, once they create a law, it's easier to enforce compared to a place like Mexico or Brazil or Ghana, Nigeria. It doesn't matter, right? Point is that once these mandates come into play everywhere, you're not going to be able to go to the grocery store without having that card. You're not going to be able to go to the gas station without having that card. You're not going to be able to go back to work without the card. You're not going to be able to go back to school without the card. And these are the things that I've been talking about since last year, saying that everybody needs to be aware of this. This is the things that are going on right now in order to keep people at a lower vibration. To keep people to believe that if you don't do these things, you're less than. You have to be aware and see these things for the way that they are, man. You got to see them for the way that they are. Right? To the average person, when they compare how much money he's losing, it's a lot compared to them and how much money they're making. But the thing is that not everybody's situation is the same. You have to understand that even if he were to lose that money, he'd be well off because he understands that he's fighting for a cause and he's saved up enough money, or has enough money at least, to be able to take care of himself and his family. But you got to understand one thing at the end of the day, and that thing is that in this situation here, he and all of us other woke ones are fighting for a cause in which we're basically being exiled by society and canceled, and that's okay. Because the thing is that when you are fighting for something that you believe is right and just, most people cannot understand that, and that's completely fine. But you have to understand that at the end of the day, when you are fighting for a cause, especially as a woke one, even though they will try to shame you and call you a conspiracy theorist, you have to understand that we are living, at the end of days, we're living in dark times where we're seeing a bunch of diseases, a bunch of immoral acts, and a bunch of wrongdoings in society. This is the time to stand up and say that you're woke and behave like you're woke. You have to grow spiritually with your connection with Jesus Christ and the Most High God. You have to grow mentally in your thought process, grow physically in your physique, grow financially in your money, grow emotionally in the way you react to how other people treat you, and vice versa. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel at WokeEbucks, WOKEEBUKS, and tap the notification bell to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, so with social media links. So make sure you go give those a check. Without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is WokeEbucks, and I'm out, man.